Hey guys, how's it going? This is Supreme and welcome back to another video on my channel in which I'm going to be talking about this banner, breaking it down, explaining what the units do and if it's worth summoning on this banner. So let's get into it.
This is Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black.
This is it, Saiyans. For the sake of our most glorious project, you will die today!
Now, these two characters are actually very good, much better than I expected them to be in fact. And as we take a look at them here, Goku's art is absolutely beautiful, and so is Vegeta's. I'm not going to lie, I do really like their arts. And here are the stats at 3 stars for the Goku. He is a melee type, he is red, has 2 strike cards, and look at how many tags he's got. Fantastic tags. And as we take a look at what he does, he recovers 10 ki with blast cards, which is amazing. Also, which basically makes his blast cost 19. So don't get fooled by that 29. It's actually 19 because he does recover 10 of that. Massive impact damage with his blue card, which is a rush up blue card. 40% restoration to vanishing gauge when you use that, which is very good, and it's up on activation, not hit, so you can actually miss that, get your vanish back and dodge. So it's very good. His green card restores ki by 50, which is a lot of ki. Changes blast cards into strike cards, 50% to next strike card or special move damage inflicted. So basically like Reg and Embers, he does that by 75, and he kind of immobilizes the enemy, so you're gonna hit the next card. Well, the Goku doesn't assure that, but he does recover 50 ki. He gives himself 1 arts card draw speed level increase, which is incredible, and it's permanent until it gets cancelled. It's permanent, which is fantastic, and I think after it gets cancelled you can probably restack that, so it's going to be very good. You're going to have draw speed with him the whole time if you use a green card, which is a great thing to have. And as you can see here, main ability, draws a special arts card next, which is a green card. Inflicts all the enemies with attribute downgrade minus 80% to health restoration for 50 timer counts. Now, unless you've got a unit that can cancel that, that is going to be horrible for units with endurance, with healing, that kind of stuff. They're just not going to heal hardly anything, which is fantastic. It's actually a lot. I didn't expect it to be 80%, and I definitely didn't expect it to be for 50 counts. And then inflicts all enemy attribute downgrade with minus 2 arts card draw speed level for 15 counts. That is insane. They're not going to be drawing cards for 15 counts, so it's going to be basically them having to dodge and wait until they can get that back. So it's going to be a very horrible 15 counts for your opponent if you use that. Then inflicts enemy attribute downgrade 50% damage received for 20 timer counts. That is a lot of damage. Let me tell you, that is a lot of damage they're going to be taking for those 20 timer counts, and only 10 counts have to elapse for this to be used. His Z ability at 3 stars buffs Future and Some Family strike attack, at 6 stars Future and Some Family base strike attack and defense. 30% as well, so it's like Rose's pretty much, where he buffs God Ki and Future. Well, this Goku buffs Future and Some Family. He does a lot of stuff, as you can see. His first unique ability, 30% to strike damage inflicted when per enemy battle member when this character enters the battlefield. So basically you're going to be doing 90% more damage at the start, I'm guessing. That's what it looks like. So at the end of the battle he doesn't look like he's going to be as good maybe. Or actually he does because of this. Applies following effects to self per defeated battle member. 30% to damage inflicted per battle member that's down. So if you're... Okay, wow. So if you're in a 1v3, he's going to be doing 90% more damage because of the 3 opponents, and also 60% more damage because of your 2 opponents, your 2 allies that are down. So you're basically going to be doing a stupid amount. That's 150% more damage, and you're going to be taking 20% damage less. That is very good. And then here, following effects occur to enemy switches. When enemy switches character while this character is on the battlefield, reduces next damage sustained by 20%, cannot be stacked. This applies until the enemy combo is finished, and then reduces the enemy ki by 25 when the enemy switches, which is very good. And then obviously he has a knockback effect on strikes when he changes in cover, which is really cool, and it's comboable into blue cards, which I don't understand because it is a rush up blue cards, but hey, whatever, we'll allow it. So that's the Goku. the Vegeta is a range type, he's purple. Here are his stats. He looks very, very nice, his card art. He has 2 blast cards, one of them destroys cards, and again he has the same tags. Instead of Son family, he has Vegeta family, and this is what he does. He has normal strikes and blasts. Then his blue card, major impact damage, so it's not massive, it's major. It's still going to be doing a lot of damage though. 20% to special move damage inflicted by allies or your buddy upon activation. So this is basically going to be in co-op. I'm guessing it's going to work. So that's pretty good. His green card, 20% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts, and randomly destroys 2 enemy cards. So it's not as good as Goku's at all. I'd say Goku has a much better blue card and green card, and the blast card because it does restore 10 ki. Main ability, draws a special move next and restores 50 ki, which basically allows you to use it then, and then 30% to blast damage inflicted by allies or your buddy in co-op for 30 timer counts, and shorten ally substitution count by 5. That is very good. The substitution count reduction is actually very, very nice, and also the fact that you restore the ki and stuff like that, and he does give your allies 30% to blast damage for 30 counts, which is quite a lot, which is good. His Z ability is the same as Goku's, but instead of Son family, it's Vegeta family, and instead of strike based, it's blast based. So as you can see, it's pretty much the same. Unique ability, 20% to damage inflicted by allies for 15 timer counts every time this character uses a strike or blast card. That's monstrous, honestly, that is stupid. You use this along with the LF Vegeta, for example, who does the same thing, and the Zenkai Trunks, who does the same thing, and you're going to be doing the same thing. And the Zenkai Trunks I mean is the Legends Road one. They all do the same thing, so you're all going to be hitting a lot. And even if you don't use them with those, you can use them with Vegito Blue and the new Goku, and you're just going to be doing a stupid amount of damage. And they've had to make these guys really good because they've had a lot of, they would have had a lot of trouble to break into the teams that they fit on if not. And then also when this character switches to standby, destroys randomly draws 1 new card for you if you have less than 3 or fewer actually, and restores ally ki by 20. So that's actually good. So when you switch out, you get 20 ki and you get a new card if you don't already have a full hand, which is fantastic because you can just carry on a combo and chain in 1 or 2 more cards. Desperate Fight for the future applies for the following effects to self from the battle start for 50 counts, 50% to damage inflicted and -5 to costs on your arch card, which is very, very good. Similar to the Golden Freezer and the Raditz that have the same kind of thing. And then the following effects occur when this character is defeated: 35% to damage inflicted by allies, cannot be cancelled either. So that Goku, if you're using him with this guy and this guy dies, you're going to be giving him an extra 35%. So instead of 150% at the end when he's the last man standing against 3 units, he's going to be doing 185% damage. Just let that sink in. It's incredible. And then restores allies but from the Vegeta family and the future tag health by 20%, which is good, and reduces the enemy Dragon Balls by 3. And obviously both units give extra Z power on the Yamcha event, which is expected because that's something that they always do. I'm not going to have a look at the hit kit, but as we look at the units that are on this banner, it's one of the worst banners I've ever seen in terms of filler units. But the 2 units that are actually on it, and here is the hit actually, and I'm just going to go through his kit briefly, and if you want to take a deeper look into it, you guys can pause and take a look. But yeah, these 2 units are actually insane. Like, honestly, they are incredible, and I'm not even joking. I didn't expect them to be like that. By the way, we do have a Universe 6 buffer at last, which is very good. But yeah, these 2 units I think make the banner worth summoning on. If you don't have Rose, which you probably do at this point, you probably have anniversary units, and if you don't have the anniversary units, carry on spending on these banners. But if not, this banner is definitely, I think, worth summoning on. I'm going to be summoning on it. I've spent 2,000 already. I didn't get anything, and I just did buy 1,000 crystals. I'm not going to do that again. But if I do get a couple crystals here and there, I will be spending them on this banner, and I am going to be doing a summon now. So let's get into it. I'm looking for a downloading message and I don't get it, which means I'm not getting any of the new units. That's 3,000 spent on this banner. I'm just going to skip this. This shaft has been insane. This shaft has been horrible to go through, but it is what it is at the end of the day. That is horrible, honestly. Yeah. whatever. It is what it is. That's just the way it goes. I did get 2 sparklings in my previous multi and didn't get anything, but that's just that's how it goes at the end of the day. So that's been the video. I do recommend summoning 2,000 to 3,000 on this banner, not that much more. I wouldn't go any deeper. I'm going to be going deeper just because I really want that Goku. I'm in love with that Goku, honestly. I love the Goku in his original gi, so I'm going to be doing that just because I really like the units. But if you don't really care about them, and you don't, and you already have Zamasu and units like that, you don't need these units. Like, they're not essential on the teams that they're on. But right now, I've got a lot of good teams, and I can, you know, pretty much just spend crystals and still have relevant teams in the meta, so I can allow to do that. But if you don't, be a bit more careful with where you spend your crystals. Be aware that the banner is absolutely trash if you you know, if you don't pull the 2 main units. So yeah, that's been that, guys. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Please consider subscribing if you're new, and if you did enjoy the content, hit the bell notification icon to be updated with all my videos when I release them, and I will catch you next time. Peace.